Batman is often described as a man who's disciplined, calm, and in control, but in the Arkham series, it quietly tells a different story. This isn't the rise of a healed man, it's the evolution of a traumatized one. From rage, to repression, to collapse, to eventually rebirth. This is the story of how Bruce Wayne's mental health evolves, deteriorates, and finally transforms across the Arkham Saga. Not how he beats the evil within Gotham, but how he survives himself. In Arkham Origins, Bruce Wayne isn't a superhero yet. He's angry, reactive, and dangerously close to losing himself.
Where's the Penguin?
I don't know.
Where is he?
I swear.
Damn.
This version of Bruce doesn't fight crime out of balance. He fights because rage is the only thing keeping him upright. The trauma of his parents hasn't been fully processed yet. It's been converted into momentum, and Alfred sees that before anyone else does. That's why Alfred isn't just a caretaker in Origins, he's a warning system.
I will not in good conscience allow you to go. You're outmatched by these assassins.
What?
You're not some hardened vigilante. You're a young man with a trust fund and too much anger.
When Bruce nearly loses Alfred, it isn't because Gotham just got stronger. It's because Bruce refused to slow down. Bruce refused to listen, and he refused to acknowledge his limits. Alfred isn't afraid that criminals will kill Bruce. He's afraid that Bruce's obsession will. That moment matters because for the first time, Bruce realizes something utterly terrifying. Batman doesn't put him in danger alone, it endangers the people around him. And that revelation changes how Bruce builds his symbol. From that point on, Batman becomes less about rage and more about control. Not because Bruce healed, but because he learned that anger left unchecked costs too much. Origins isn't the birth of a hero, it's the moment Bruce learns that if he doesn't change, Batman will destroy everything he's trying to protect. And that lesson echoes throughout every game that follows. By Arkham Asylum, Bruce learns something dangerous. Control looks like healing. Arkham Asylum isn't just a prison for Gotham's criminals, it's a reflection on Bruce's psyche. Every villain represents something he refuses to confront. Joker is intrusive thought, Scarecrow is unprocessed fear, and the asylum itself is isolation disguised as safety. Bruce isn't calmer now, he's just quieter. He doesn't rage, he suppresses, and suppression is more socially acceptable than anger, so it's mistaken for growth. But this is where Batman starts to lie to himself. He isn't healing, he's compartmentalizing.
Shut Arkham City down. It's out of control.
Shut it down. By the end of tonight, I will be a hero, just like you, Batman.
In Arkham City, Bruce loses something essential, the Joker, and with him, the external justification for eternal vigilance. Joker's that should have freed Bruce, instead it just hollows him out.
Batman, what happened?
Then comes Talia's death, and now Bruce has no outlet left. No rage, no enemy to blame. So he does what trauma survivors often do when grief has nowhere to go. He isolates.
You left me to die. 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 You left me to die.
In Harley Quinn's Revenge, Harley and Batman mirror each other perfectly. Harley explodes her grief outward.
You should have left me to die. Then I could have been back together with Mr. J.
Quiet.
But Batman buries it inward.
Where are the cops?
They're safe.
I'm done here.
Hey, kid. Is he all right?
Yeah, sure. Of course he is.
She spirals visibly, so she's labeled insane, but he goes silent and is called strong. Both are coping in toxic ways. Harley can't let go, and Bruce refuses to feel. And silence for Bruce becomes the most dangerous addiction of all.
This is how it happened. This is how the Batman died.
By Arkham Knight, the whole facade finally collapses. Batman is no longer repressing the Joker, he's becoming him.
No more Batman. Maybe it's already happened. Look at me! I'm amazing! And this body! I can't believe how strong it is!
The Joker hallucinations aren't possession, they're psychological backlash. This is what happens when you let control replace healing for too long. You lose allies, push everyone away, and try to carry the city alone. And it almost destroys him. But here's the difference. For the first time, Bruce stops fighting the pain. He confronts it. Not by suppressing it, not by weaponizing it, but by interrogating it. Batman doesn't win by overpowering the Joker. He wins by accepting the parts of himself that he fears.
You're afraid of being ashes. You're afraid of being forgotten. And you will be forgotten, Joker. Because of me, I am vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Batman.
And then he lets the Batman die. Not as surrender, but as evolution. Bruce Wayne becomes something new. Not a man fueled by rage. Not a symbol built on repression. But a myth rooted in self-knowledge. The Arkham Saga isn't about Batman becoming stronger, it's about Bruce becoming honest with himself. He didn't get to heal the way that we were taught to heal. He adapted, broke, and then he rebuilt. And that's why Arkham Batman endures, not because he's perfect, but because he proves that facing your inner demons is way more terrifying and more heroic than fighting any villain. So I have a question for you. If Batman survived this by adapting, what do we do when adaptation stops working? Comment down below your thoughts and type the bat symbol if this changed how you see Batman.